Hi ladies, I am going to show you today how to make this cute little shaker card for Christmas. It's using the Lots of Joy stamp, and when you open it, there's a Christmas tree and our greeting that says wishing you lots of joy. So we are going to be featuring this at retreat, and I wanted to make these videos so that you would have something to reference if you didn't finish them at retreat. So here we go. With the magic of TV, we are going to fold our cardstock, which is 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to add our DSP to the front. We're only going to use glue around the edges because we don't want the center to have any glue on it. And then using our square framelets, which are right here, we are going to use the fourth one in. We are going to place it on our card where we want it, and then we are going to run it through the Big Shot. And with the magic of video, I have that cut already. Okay, so that's your basic card, and it is ready to go, so we will set that aside. Now we're going to work on our shaker, okay? So what you're going to do is, I have all your white pieces pre-cut. We're going to stamp our greeting, which says, "May your days be merry and bright." I like to glue down 3 sequins because then if all your pieces in your shaker are at the bottom, it still looks like there's a little movement. Now I like to buy this, it's called foam mounting, and it's by 3M, but I did find some by, what was it? Elmer's glue. And they have one, it's $3.99 for a roll. And just so you know, I like to, call me crazy, but what I do is, because you have such a fine, small frame that only has about the width of 1/8 of an inch before you do anything to it, I like to take the red line tape and I first put it all the way around my frame, and then I will put my clear acetate window sheet down. So then you end up with something that looks like this. It's already got the window sheet on, and it's has the red line tacky tape holding it in place. Then what I do is I will open up this tape and I will put a piece of red line on here, and then I will cut that, because then I know that's the perfect size that will be going around my frame. And I put the red line piece down. Right now you see the red line up, but that is only because just to make sure it's secure, I will then peel, let me show you this. I will peel the 3M and I will put the red line on top of that. Because you know what? I just don't want any of my sequins falling out. And I don't trust any adhesive besides this red line, okay? So I'll have scrap pieces, and you're going to be using your the confetti star punch. And what I do is I just take a lot of scraps and I punch the stars in out of there, and a little piece of glitter, because I like to pick out the biggest one, because that's going to be the star for my tree. And I put them in a pile in a little container, and I say, oh, that looks about right. And then after my glue dries with my sequins, I even add a few gold sequins in there too. I make a pile and I put it in the center, but I don't let it pile up too high, because then it won't seal properly. It'll be too high for there won't be enough room for it to seal. So then I spread it out like so. And now I'm going to take my double adhesive and I'm going to peel these red line strips like so. I know this video isn't going to be really great because nobody's here filming it for me, and I had to make up my own little tripod to get this done, because I want to have these all ready for you to access when we're at retreat. And you're going to peel all 4 of them. Okay, then I am going to line this up like so. I'm going to push down and seal it, and there is my shaker frame. 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. Now how we're going to put this all together is I'm going to set these two things aside, and now I have a 5 1/4 by 6, and I am going to score it at 2 and 4, and then I am going to stamp it, and can't seem to see where I set my white piece down, so I am just gonna recut this again and make sure this is the size it should be. So we want 5 1/4. We're gonna score it at 2. We're gonna score it at 4, and then we're gonna cut at 6. Okay, so now we have that. So now I'm going to open up my Mossy Meadow, and I am going to ink my tree stamp, and I am going to stamp my tree. Then I am going to stamp my greeting. I am going to use my cherry cobbler, which, making this tripod, I tended to move everything around. Oh, the joys of being insane. But you love it. Going to center that. All right. So now we have the inside of our card, and now we're gonna Mountain Valley fold it. Okay, but what I don't want to forget is my little star that I saved, so I'm going to get some glue. I'm going to put a little dot right on there. You leave these things alone for a minute and boom, they dry up. Okay. Glue on cue glue. Well, okay, I'll just add the star later because that glue is really not coming out. So we're gonna fold, and we're gonna fold, and now I really do need my glue, so it better work this time. Okay, oh yeah, just a little bit too much there. Okay. Now, where the tree is located, you're going to turn that over and put a little glue just around the frame. Going to open up your card. You're going to line that up just like so. Just like so. See, I had a little too much glue. It seeped out a little bit. No mistakes in crafting, girls. No mistakes in crafting. Just a lot of cleanup. Okay, a little glue for my star. Added that. I'm going to fold this down. I'm going to fold this down. And just like I did with the inside, I'm only going to put a little glue around this edge. So we are going to put that glue, because you don't want it to go further. I probably would have been better off using red line. Sometimes I get a little carried away with the glue. Okay, so then I have this shut, and I'm going to place this right in that open spot. I'm going to push down and make sure it doesn't glue to there. Give it a little push.